It's time! It's time! It's JFW time! Alright guys, it's that time to get step in the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW podcast, hosted by Travesty.
I'm Dally.
And guys, I said Just Freakin' Wrestling, the one and only JFW podcast, not the other one. Not Just Fans Wrestling that apparently exists in some way.
I don't know.
Found that out. It's interesting when you guys have time, you know, as we took a break for the end of the year for holidays and trying to dive into the 13th month of 2020 that we're fucking living in. You learn about a lot of shit. And there's a lot of things going on politically in the world that just makes you so infuriating. But nothing pissed me off more than knowing that there is another JFW podcast out there. Not only JFW, but a wrestling podcast, which subpar to us, obviously. I've listened to the show. I'm probably their only download, which is fine. But the fact that they did it is fucking, it pissed me off, Dally. Just fucking pisses me off.
Yeah, because I know how much research you did when you created JFW. Right. You wanted to make sure you didn't rip anyone off.
Right. Logically, you sit there and think like, hey, I want to come up with a show. I have a show idea. I want to call it Just Fans Wrestling, which first off sounds dumb to begin with. Hey, whatever. There is already a Just Wrestling Fans podcast, JWF, that didn't rip us off because they probably did their research and be like, hey, I think JFW sounds like an awesome, like kind of a podcast, which it is. That's why we called it this. But no, they decided, like, hey, let's just call ourselves Just Fans Podcast. I don't know who the fuck they are. Something about a fucking stiletto gamer, some shit like that. Some Puerto Rican samurai, and the other fucking dude whose name is dumb too. But it doesn't matter. The point is, second place, always second place to Travesty, and Dally and Dizzle J here at JFW.
Where? Who?
Yeah, Jay's here somewhere, right?
He's in the closet.
Yeah. No, we're recording here on a Saturday because it was better for him. So glad he was able to make it. So can't wait to talk with him. But Dally, we're here. We're here. The show is back. We are.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, we are kicking off 2021. We got to talk about the Royal Rumble. Do our predictions. The first pay-per-view of our new contest to see if maybe you or Dizzle J could dethrone me as a two-time...
did you end up winning last year?
Oh, fuck yeah. Come on. It was barely no contest. I
was kind of close.
I could have guessed the entire last pay-per-view wrong and still won by like 2. Maybe 1. I don't know. But we got to do that. We did start a new segment towards the end of the year where we kind of pulled fans' theories and feedback offline that we're going to go over as well. But I do kind of want to talk about Southland Championship Wrestling a little bit too, because obviously we haven't spoken too much about them. I have, on the other hand, spoken to a couple people from Southland Championship Wrestling during our break, especially one, Hunter Payne. Hey, you guys know me and Hunter Payne. We're like this. We're buddies, BFFs. You know, he's like the grandfather figure I always wanted. And I was talking to him, and I told him, I'm like, listen, Hunter, sir, old guy, I want to talk to you about your life, because I think Hunter has a career that needs to be heard. I think a lot of these independent wrestlers do. Ivan Manson, Sean Mulligan, C. Red, And we've been talking a lot about doing a panel of Windy City wrestling.
I've been saying that for many months now.
I know, and I've been trying to do that, but apparently there's some kind of pandemic going on in the world.
Oh, I didn't know.
That's causing a bunch of shit to shut down and a lot of free money going to people who don't need it. So we haven't had a chance to get the Windy City thing together. But that's going to be in the works, so hopefully it happens sometime this summer. But it gave me an idea of why not take the opportunity of having this platform, this fan base, this JFW podcast, Just Freakin' Wrestling podcast, and interview and, talk about the history of some of these independent wrestlers from the area. And I think that's going to be an amazing thing for you to be able to sit down and interview these guys and kind of talk with them as I produce from off camera.
That'll be first.
Yeah, you have like that. You have like that news anchor kind of like mentality. I mean, you're talkative and outspoken, and you speak your mind, and you don't wait just to respond to what I'm saying. Exactly. So.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. We're gonna bust you out of this.
No, but what were you saying?
Well, what?
You said you talked about Hunter about something, and then you
I think he's gonna be the first person that we're going to get onto the show to actually interview and talk about his career.
one-on-one?
Yeah.
Separately?
Like a sit-down interview kind of thing. Yeah, absolutely. Like, and I think what I want to try to do is obviously, our show is not only recorded for audio on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Podbean, but it's also video recorded for YouTube, which we do have a YouTube channel, Just Freakin Wrestling, the JFW Podcast. You can search on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when these shows get dropped. So it's a perfect opportunity for us to sit down and actually have a video interview with Hunter Payne. Now, you know Hunter. You've had some experience with him working with SCW, obviously. Nothing further than that, obviously, I would assume. But so I think being able to sit down and talk with him, I mean, who knows? You might learn something new about Hunter Payne that you haven't learned in the last 4 years that SCW's been around.
Never know.
Has it been 4 years? Yeah, 4.5. 5, maybe 5, but definitely 4.
Something like that.
I think SCW started around the same time JFW did. And I can only go based on the fact that my first SCW show was when Marche Rocket got the new SCW championship. So I'm assuming the name change didn't happen like...
Because we had CSW Southland, but then we branched off to Southland. So, but before that, like altogether it's been like... probably 8-9 years, but just Southland probably about 4 or 5.
Yeah. So we have the same longevity so far. We heard some rumors, so why don't you enlighten us? What is going on with Sentinel and SCW?
I don't really know the whole story of what happened.
No, I don't care what happened.
I
just want to hear you say
he hasn't been there for me to know. Yeah, but so basically, he's just terminated. He's done.
Done. So what are they going to do for a
no
new
more
president?
Sentinel.
So what are they going to do for a new president? Who's going to run the show?
They don't have one yet. I don't know.
Oh, man. It's time for people to step up. Come on, President Travesty. How awesome does that sound? Could you imagine sitting at this table and doing a weekly podcast with the president of SCW?
That would be kind of cool.
Right? Imagine how much bigger my fucking head's gonna be knowing that I run a fucking wrestling company.
And you would be able to talk about it.
Right? Talk about how great I am, not only as the host of Just Freakin Wrestling, the JFW, the only JFW podcast worth listening to, but also Southland Championship Wrestling, the one fucking wrestling company that you need to check out when you're in the Illinois area. The Midwest area. Fuck it, Midway itself. Southland Championship Wrestling. Home of some great talents like Hunter Payne, James Creed, JPH. We got John Hudson from ARW, who spends a lot of time on our show. Santana Starks, who I guess in a way defected from ARW to SCW. Mark, I always say it wrong. Is it Marco Anthony or Mark Anthony?
Marco Anthony.
Marco Anthony. You got Marco Anthony, who is one half of the tag team champions with Hunter Payne, Annie Payne, the Manson family. Who am I missing? Paloma Star, Natasha Crane, Angus McDuff. I think comes and goes. Haven't seen him in a while. Genesis champion Jake Andrews. God, there's so much talent there in SCW. Who wouldn't want to run it? And who better to run it than the fucking young guy? Me.
Young guy.
Compared to a lot of people, yeah. Compared to fucking Gino, yeah.
Got a point there.
Oh yeah, like I told you, man. Like I could be that guy that helps people fucking get to the top. Even those veterans who have always been there, to kind of like dwindled off and shit because their fucking hips start hurting or they fucking slip in the tub and shit. Like I could help them be better than they are now.
But what would you do differently?
What would I do differently?
Like what would you immediately do? Like, if you were to become president, what's the first thing you would do?
I know people hated when it did happen in WCW, but I would strip all champions and create tournaments.
Why?
Perfect example. I'll tell you why. Do you know what today is? Do you know what the number 406 means? Do you? 406. You know what that means?
I will want you to tell me.
No. I want you to guess. What do you think 406 is relevant to today's date?
It's a reign of some sort, I'm assuming.
Yeah. That's how long Max Holiday has been SCW heavyweight champion. I knew you were going to fucking say 406 days ago from today. Max Holiday beat Hunter Payne.
Has it been over a year?
406. December 21st, 2019, when Max Holliday's fucking friend ripped Hunter's daughter out of her fucking seat and caused the distraction to the low blow roll up, toe on the fucking rope victory. Win's a win, but that's how it happened. I'll admit it. I saw it. I watched the video. 406 days ago.
I knew you were gonna say that. I didn't want to say that because I didn't want to be right. But.
Yeah, but even beyond that, you look at Elite Pain, been champion, got well over 200 something days. They won the titles in early 2020 before the pandemic hit. Jake Andrews beat the Sheik around the same time, beginning of the year. So these guys have been champions for over 250, 300 fucking days. 406 for Max Holiday. Now, don't get me wrong, great champions. Awesome title reigns. But the biggest...
You want a fresh start.
You have to have a fresh start. Because of the pandemic, SCW haven't been able to put on shows, that champions haven't been able to be defended and stuff like that. There needs to be a wipe the slate clean, brand new, fresh start. Also big things, people that we have seen together aren't really together anymore. Sharpshooters is a big thing. If you guys follow... The modern day sharpshooters on social media. Obviously, there was a break there. So now James Creed has an opportunity to show he wasn't the Jannetty of the fucking group. You know, we have an opportunity to see JPH grow as a champion to the SCW championship, to grow more than what I pigeonholed him to be, a Genesis champion. You just create these tournaments, and that's why you also focus on bringing in tag team champions.
Like you said when you first came to SCW, the first show you were at there was actually like a tag tournament, right?
There was a tag team tournament going on, yeah. June, it was like May or June of 2017. They haven't crowned the first ever SCW champions because that didn't happen until October of 2017 when Elite Pain won the titles. But even then, like when I showed up, fucking JPH and RK Savage, Rulers of Wrestling, not a tag team anymore. Modern Day Sharpshooters, not a tag team anymore. Sheik and Angus, not a tag team anymore. So tag teams are falling apart. Right now, what does SCW have? Elite Pain and fucking Patriots of Hope? Or the Alliance of Hope, or what they call themselves now? That's it. They don't have another tag team. So, I would want to get more tag teams in there. I've been pushing for the Super Beard Brothers to show up in SCW. Somehow that hasn't happened. I'm going to put a lot of blame on Sentinel for that one. I would try to focus and make that happen because the Super Beard Brothers is an awesome tag team that I think represents the bearded community in the Midwest. Now, granted, I don't have my beard anymore, so I'm probably not, cool enough to hang out with them. But to have them at the company, why the hell not?
Where are they from?
I saw them wrestle a lot in Powerhouse Wrestling down in Pontiac. I believe they're out more towards like the Ottawa, Utica kind of area over there. But I have spoken to Super Beard Brothers on numerous occasions because I like to make decisions for people without the knowledge of SCW. And I told them, hey guys, come to SCW. Show up to SCW. Reach out to SCW. Now, if they did and they didn't get in there, that sucks. If they didn't, well, that's on them too. But they're a great tag team. I think they'll be wonderful. The Caribbean guys from ARW, I think would be a great addition to bring into SCW as well. There's just so many opportunities for tag team division that we just seem to be missing in SCW. Women's division, Evil Sierra has not been back.
There's a lot of people that haven't been
back.
That
fucking girl who wrestled in that triple threat match years ago. What the fuck is her name? Sage something or what's her name? Oh God. She fucking named it to like some kind of herb.
You just said it.
Is it Sage? Was that her name? Sage?
Yeah.
What's her last name?
I don't remember.
Come on, you gotta know. Sage what? Where was she? Come on now.
I don't remember.
Come on, you know.
I don't think she has a last name.
God, no, she had to have a last name. Like Sage Spice Cabinet or some shit like that. Come on, what's that last name? You know it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. What's her name?
I think it was Griffin.
Nah, that can't be it. That's too dumb.
Yeah, it was pretty dumb. It was pretty dumb.
But I mean, even the female wrestling business, because like right now, you know, you got Natasha Crane, you got Pluma Star, and I feel bad that I can't remember the other girl's name. But,
Kendra Hall was around.
Yes, Kendra, because she showed up with Amazing Red. Oh, Amazing Red's tagging with the Cobra. Is that right?
Yes. No, it was like 3 of them. I think it was Cobra and
right?
Just Amazing and
Just Amazing. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Because there was an Amazing Red too, right?
Wasn't Johnny Wilde their manager or something?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't remember.
So I think it's Just Amazing to Cobra. I think is their tag team. So even though, okay, so you got 3 tag teams, but you need more. You need at least 8. At least 8 tag teams. But there'll be 8 tag team tournament.
But then comes into the time where you feel pressured to create tag teams, and then just random people get thrown into teams, and it makes no sense.
Oh no, I wouldn't. No, God, no. No. See, that's what fucking people think you need to do. You don't need to throw people together.
That's what I'm saying.
To see what fucking sticks. No, you pull tag teams from the area, throw them in the fucking ring. Maybe some fucking tag teams of old and shit. Who knows? Maybe Team War. Maybe Team War will come and fucking join the tag team tournament. Don't tell me you don't know who Team War is. Team War? Oh my God. Okay.
Maybe who? I don't remember. Maybe if you tell me who.
Team War. Team War was a tag team between Acid and Sin. They were Elite Pro Tag Team Champions. Big fucking.
See, I didn't know that was their name.
Well, see, you should know. You should know. I've talked about Elite Pro Wrestling quite a bit.
No, I know, but I didn't remember. I didn't know their team name was Team War, though.
Team War. Yeah, fuck yeah, Team War. The, oh God, what the hell is those, you went to the DWA show, right? DWA? Is that the other fucking group?
Yeah, I think, yeah. I went to a couple.
Yeah, there was that fucking Hillbilly tag team.
The Hellbillies?
The Hellbillies. Yeah, they could come into SCW. You know, just have some fucking tournaments. Get some fucking. I mean, the hardest one I think is gonna
can't fucking remember. What's the fucking Yabo and his brother? The
Clowns.
Yeah,
they could come in. Bring the fucking. You got the Manson family. They could team up. You got the maybe a reunion between the asylum or some shit. You know, get that fucking male nurse who used to manage them to come back. What's his face? I can't remember. He's a male nurse. Guy nurse, dude nurse. Come on. Can't remember. But the asylum. Lumberjack and Lunatic. Or Braun. Yeah, Braun and Lunatic. Yeah. I mean, God. So many opportunities. I think it's time for Travesty to take over Southland Championship Wrestling. And here's my slogan. You ready for my slogan?
God.
You ready for my presidential slogan?
Mm-hmm.
Can't be worse than Sentinel.
What is it?
That's it.
What?
I can't be worse than Sentinel. That's my slogan.
That's your slogan.
That's the slogan. Because it's real. It's true. It's true. And I don't think Keith wants to be president again. I think that it's come down to it. It might be him. But why not Travesty? Why not the host of the greatest wrestling podcast in the Midwest, Just Freakin' Wrestling? Right? I could be your boss 2 times over.
God, help me.
Right? See, look at that. I can tell you what to do for like 60% of your life. Want to do a plug?
No.
Come on, just pick a plug and just do it. DJ's not here. You got to contribute here.
DJ doesn't contribute to the plugs either.
He tries when I tell him to do it. Come on, go do a plug. Do Audible. Come on, do Audible. Or Ball Wash.
Can I do
Do Ball Wash.
No, you do Ball Wash.
Okay, fine. Go and do T-Public. Go on, you do T-Public. Eyes up here, kid. Come on.
I don't know what to say.
You just said you wanted to do T Public.
That's the only one that I kind of know.
Okay, so go do it. We'll see how you do. Camera's rolling.
How do you usually start it?
This is dead air.
How do you start
This is not good for views, kid. Come on. Just start it yourself. How would you sell our amazing T-shirts to the world?
It's T Public.
Why are you whispering? The camera's gonna pick all this up. I'm not editing any of this out. This is it. This is life here, man.
So if you guys are interested in any of our amazing JFW merch, not just t-shirts, but what is it? We got like notebooks, cups, and masks, and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, we got hoodies. We got zip-up hoodies.
Hoodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Traveler's mugs, coffee mugs, masks, notebooks, cell phone cases, laptop cases, pillows, tapestries.
Stuff I didn't even know we had.
Oh, wait. This thing. This big-ass thing back here, tpublic.com.
Yeah. Just go to tpublic.com and search JFW.
Mm-hmm. You get this shirt. Freak is my second favorite F word. You get a shirt that says freak. You say freak like it's a bad thing. I
think we all have our own individual T-shirts, but I don't think you do.
I don't have my own.
Because you took it down.
I didn't like it.
Why? You gotta have a shirt though.
See, it's different. I don't think I have like a persona that gives me like a theme to put on a T-shirt. I just don't have it.
Like, come up with one.
Like you are the Outcast Dally, so why not have like the fucking skull with the wings and shit like that? It just looks amazing because I created it. Or Dizzle J's with his graffiti. It's just for me, like I don't have one. I can't figure it out. But I put so much effort into creating these, especially the Freak World Order shirt that's now available too. They're all available at
So you come up with all these great designs and ideas and you can't think of one for yourself.
I know, it's crazy, right? I asked you for shirt ideas on your shirt and you couldn't give me one. Why was that?
Because I don't like anything.
I'll see, there you go. But you liked what I created.
Yeah.
See how that works? Maybe you create me a shirt.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Shh. Yeah, why not? So where do they find our shit? TPublic, TEPUBLIC.com. So JFW. JFW is part of FreakNet Studios. It is a network of podcasts with Just Freak Wrestling, This Freaking Show, and The Gray Area. And you can find all of us at freaknetstudios.com. Okay. So what do you want to do? What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about Royal Rumble now? You want to talk about Royal Rumble a little bit later? I mean, where's your mindset at on what you want to talk about? Because it's been about a month.
It's been a while. There's a lot that we haven't talked about.
A lot of things have happened. We can talk a little bit about some of the more current things. Like I said, the stuff that happened over the last month and a half. We can mention it. We don't need to go into detail about it. Obviously, the passing of Luke Harper, Brody Lee, happened while we were on our break. AEW did this whole memorial night to him.
They did a good job. Yeah. I liked
it. I think it ended with his son coming out. I think they call him like -1, -1, -0 or something like that. But his wife was out there. His kid was out there. I know the New Day did like a tribute show on their podcast for him. WWE actually obviously did the...
they have a special on the network.
Yeah, and the little marquee thing they put on the screen beforehand. A lot of people thought that WWE didn't do enough for Brody Lee in his passing, which I tend to disagree with, and I know they're just doing it compared to what AEW did. Now, obviously, when Pat Patterson died, they did the whole Pat Patterson Invitational Tag Team and all that shit, but... not to take away anything from Luke Harper or Brody Lee, and not to say he wasn't a great talent, but you can't compare a Brody Lee to a Pat Patterson. Pat Patterson was, the first ever Intercontinental Champion. He was, the creator of the Royal Rumble. Part of WWF, I think even WWF, for the better part of like 50, 60 years. Excuse me, man.
Keep drinking that. Diet soda.
I know, got it right.
God damn it.
So yeah, I think what they did for Brody Lee was fine. Brody Lee didn't pass away while in the company. I mean, at the same time, you've seen people pass like Mean Gene Okerlund, Howard Finkel, wrestlers back in the day, like British Bulldog, Paul Bearer, and like they did like things here and there, but they didn't like contribute an entire show to them. It wasn't like when obviously before they found out what happened, they did an entire show to Chris Benoit.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't know the whole story behind what happened until obviously the show got released. But he was a current competitor that died in a tragic incident. Same thing.
Did they do that with Eddie Guerrero?
I think they did. I think they did the whole having people talk backstage, kind of like when Owen Hart passed and stuff like that. They had, like, kind of people come up and talk about their favorite moments and stuff like that with Eddie. But it's just like I think to do that for Brody Lee, it just didn't make sense. I mean, I think they acknowledge him. They put the stuff on the network. Which, by the way, how do you feel about the network going to Peacock?
I just recently found that out,
right?
a couple days ago. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So the network's not going to be their own thing anymore?
No, it's going to be on Peacock.
What's that?
Peacock is NBC's fucking
when are they
site.
supposed to start that?
I think March. Either March or right after WrestleMania, right before WrestleMania.
Of course they would fucking do that.
I'm okay with it.
Would it be cheaper?
No, it's the same price, but you get the Peacock shit.
I don't even know what that is.
It's something
like a Hulu?
So if I remember correctly, you could get the I think you get $5 a month one, but it has ads, or you get a $10 a month where it doesn't have ads.
No one likes ads.
Yeah, so you just pay the $10 a month. But yeah, it's like Hulu, it's like Netflix, it's Amazon Prime.
I like the network though. They have their
I really
own thing.
I really like the network too. But I think deep down that was Vince's plan all along, or maybe he has to sell it off.
I mean, are they still gonna offer all the in-ring originals like they do now?
I think so. Yeah.
Way better.
It's just weird to me, and I don't know. Excuse me, how all these stations and networks work, but it's weird to me how technically Fox owns SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
But NBC now gonna have WWE Network.
Yeah, I don't get that.
So
don't they have a Fox thing?
Well, that's what I don't know, because I mean, you showed me the thing about WWE Backstage maybe coming back or something like that with Renee Young and all that, but WWE Network, they put the TV stuff into the network maybe a week or so later.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to be able to put SmackDown that airs on Fox on the NBC thing? Do NBC and Fox work together? I know Fox is owned by Disney or some shit. But is NBC owned by Disney?
I don't know.
And why isn't WWE Network going to Disney Plus? Why the fuck not? I know Disney was looking at buying WWE a while back.
I love Disney, but no.
Nobody loves Disney.
I love WWE and I love Disney, but them combined with
Why not? I mean, they're pretty much set up for Disney.
What do you mean?
It's all kid fan based and shit.
I thought they were trying to steer away from that.
You would think so. Yeah, now I'm getting addicted to soda. Okay. Oh, God. What else happened over the last month and a half? What else are we missing? Karrion Kross came back.
Mm-hmm. Isn't he supposed to wrestle Finn, or did he already wrestle Finn?
I don't think he's supposed to wrestle Finn yet. Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly just had that tag team match against Lorcan and Birch.
Yeah, and I thought I saw on social media that Pete Dunne was kind of getting under Finn's skin with it too.
Yeah.
Which I think would be an amazing match as well, because those are two great wrestlers.
I think it would be great, yeah. And I know Karrion Kross wants his championship back because technically he didn't lose it.
He got injured, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see how that turns out. I love Karrion Kross. I think he is one of the best.
You think he'll be in the Rumble?
God, I hope so. I don't know why I got cough so bad right now. I'm trying to hold it in. I can't do it. Oh, God, I need a cigarette. Okay. Anyways, yes, I think Karrion Kross would make an awesome addition to the Royal Rumble. Who from NXT do you think could be in the Rumble?
I don't know.
Adam Cole was it last year? 2 years ago.
Might have been last year. Because last year the Rumble, that was before the pandemic, so we still had a lot of
Yeah, but I don't think it was in that baseball stadium that I'm remembering.
Yeah, it was. The
last
one?
year's was in a baseball stadium. The one that he was in, I don't think was in a baseball stadium.
Oh, it might have been the year before then.
I think he was in 2019.
It could have been.
But I think Karrion Kross would be good in the Rumble. I think the push to be given to Bronson Reed would make him look good in the Rumble.
I don't think they would have any of the champions in it because.
Well, no, I don't think so. Raquel Gonzalez, I think, would be great in the Women's Rumble.
Well, they have to bring some girls from NXT to the Rumble. I don't think we have enough on the roster.
Well, because the last few years they've been bringing back like legends and Hall of Famers
just to fill spots.
Yeah, so I mean, like they have
Rhea Ripley if she was to come in and debut in the main roster. That'd
Ember
be great.
Moon. I think Chelsea Green was cleared to compete, so she may make a return
if she doesn't get hurt again.
Yeah, God damn it. Oh,
Keep
God.
smoking.
I need one. It's gonna it'll cure this. No, I think it's just all the phlegmish breaking up in my throat. Guys, I apologize for all the coughing, but even with all the coughing, still the best JFW podcast out there today. Till the day I die, I swear to God, I'll let people know that.
Is that gonna be on your?
I wanted to message these guys and just be like, hey, change your name.
Hey, let's give them. It could have been an accident.
How?
What if they didn't do their research or whatever? I mean, they should have, but what if they didn't know?
All they had to do was just Google JFW Podcast. Go on your phone right now. Go to Google, JFW Podcast. Tell me what pops up. You know what's going to pop up? Our fucking Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitter, our Podbean, our iTunes, our Google Podcasts, our Amazon Music, our TeePublic. All that shit pops up. All they had to do is quickly fucking Google. JFW wasn't the original name of this show, but hey, you know what? It is. I have no idea. I can't remember it. I wish I did. It was a badass name, but someone else fucking had it. I think it was like between the ropes or some shit like that, or something goofy like that, or I can't remember. It was something goofy like that, or like maybe it was just a bump. I don't fucking know. It was a very corny fucking name that I'm glad we didn't go with. But
it worked out because of that cool ass logo we got.
Yeah, I created that logo. I created that logo sitting at my desk on a Post-it note. I think I still got that Post-it note somewhere. I love that fucking logo. Except for the fact that somebody pointed out that it kind of looks like Jew, but other than that, who gives a shit?
Okay, now that you said that, now I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Why did you have to say that?
Because it looks like Jew.
I wouldn't have thought that if you wouldn't have said it.
Well, I mean, it's not. It's an F. It's not an E. If you take that F and turn it into an E, it says Jev. Yeah, no, that says JFW for Just Freakin' Wrestling. God, it's such a great logo. I'm so happy with that. I think that's going to be our permanent logo. I don't think that'll ever change.
Cool.
Yeah, it doesn't need to. It's amazing. It's perfect. We don't have to no longer use the rip-off NWO logo that I also created. But yeah, no, fuckers they didn't put out their first show until June of 2020. We've been around since fucking June of 2017. Fuckers should know. Which, by the way, we're going to hit 4 years in June. So
I've officially been around for a year now. Over a year?
Has it been a year?
Over a year.
There's no way.
Way.
I guess so. Was it? Yeah, I guess end of 2019.
Yeah.
God, time flies when you just sit there.
I don't just sit here. I don't have a choice sometimes.
I didn't know if you're wearing glasses. You always wear glasses?
What?
Have you always worn glasses?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you ever wore glasses on the show.
Yeah, I have.
I don't know. You got gears on the side there too.
I used to wear contacts, but I don't have any more contacts. So I've been wearing my glasses for the past few months.
I'm like, well, we haven't done a show since the beginning of December. I don't think you wore glasses on the show before.
Well, if I didn't, I must have done it blind because I wouldn't have been able to see.
I got you. Go ahead, keep talking.
Okay, we were talking about the Rumble and we got off track. We got off track about the JFW thing.
Yeah, so NXT. No. Who else from NXT do you think can make a good appearance in the Rumble? I do know. I hate Damian Priest. I don't want him in there.
You don't like him?
I'm just not a big fan of him. I don't know what it is. Just something about
his character or what?
I honestly, I could not tell you. It's just like when I watch him, it's like to me, he's just not He's not entertaining to me. Great competitor in the ring. He's just not that entertaining. I don't know if it's like the arrow thing and the shooting of the flame. I don't fucking know. It's just. But I felt the same way about Velveteen Dream. I wasn't a big fan.
I never liked Velveteen Dream. Like, he's a great wrestler, but I don't like him.
But he hasn't been around in a while either.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah. But women. So NXT women, who do you think, would end up in the Rumble?
Rhea.
Rhea's
maybe
got
Candace.
Well, isn't Rhea supposed to be moved up to the main roster by now?
She was supposed to,
yeah.
But I feel like they're putting it off or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Toni Storm.
Well, I thought she was supposed to be in the run for the NXT championship.
Well, yeah, I know she had that dispute with Io Shirai. How do you feel about the Dusty Rhodes Women Tag Team Tournament? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I like the concept and the idea, but once again, talking about how people just get thrown into teams just to team up for the one thing.
Yeah, but, okay, so are you talking about Toni Storm and...
There was a couple teams that I saw, like I was scrolling through like Instagram and stuff,
right?
and there was just like girls that were I've never seen wrestle together before, and they were like a team. And I was like,
well, I know NXT signed 3 new stars over the last couple of weeks. And I think 2 of them are tagging in that tournament. I think a couple of them are from the UK as well. But it's like I know, like because they threw Mercedes Martinez and Toni Storm together in a tag team. But they got knocked out in the first round by Canzanera and her tag team partner. I can't remember her name right now. So I'm fine that they did that to see like this power tag team, but they end up losing. I'm fine with that. I think that's pretty cool.
They're going to give someone, like some stupid people to fucking win. I already know that.
Do you think that they did a tag team because the women's tag team division deserved it, or is it because of the whole equality thing that's been going on lately in the world? Do you think the WWE was obligated to do it?
No, I don't know.
No.
They've been trying to like for a couple of years now. They've been involving the women in everything, like between like the Hell in a Cell matches and the Rumbles and everything like that. So I feel like there was just one more thing they wanted to add to the list.
When will WWE have a Queen of the Ring?
I don't know.
They should.
But now that you said that, they're probably gonna.
They're gonna steal it. Yeah, you're welcome. It can't be Charlotte though. She can't be the first.
Oh, she's the fucking queen. Of course, she's gonna get it.
But she can't be the first one. It's
yes,
too.
She can.
But
why
no,
not?
because it's too easy. It would be too obvious. You can't make her the Queen of the Ring. It'd be way too obvious. And whoever becomes the first Queen of the Ring, you could put into a feud with Charlotte because she is the Queen. And you can, it's like that Jericho CM Punk Best of the World kind of feud, just like that. So you give it to somebody who Charlotte either never wrestled or, who she can have a great match with. You give it to like a returning Becky or, Bailey, or I wouldn't give it to Asuka because she has too many, because you need to give it to somebody who doesn't have a first. And you got Sasha, who's like the first Hell in a Cell and all that shit. Bailey was like in the first like tables match with Alexa Bliss. Obviously, fucking Charlotte is an 8-time or 9-time champion. I want to say the 3rd Grand Slam champion.
I think so. I think it was Sasha, Asuka, and Charlotte.
Bailey.
Oh, and Bailey.
Yeah. I think that's it. So maybe the 4th. Excuse me. So I don't know. Like I think a Queen of the Ring would be cool. I think they should definitely look into doing that. I mean, they got the women's Money in the Bank now. They're doing the Dusty Rhodes Women's Tag Team Championship. They have a women's Royal Rumble.
I just feel like they should have like.
They should have their
own.
It's
a great idea. I just feel like they need more set teams to do it.
They need a women's show, and I've been saying that for years now. They need to have a set like women's of wrestling, but the WWE version of it, of an all women's show. So it gives all the women that are in, NXT, NXT UK, NXT India that's going to open up here in the next year or so. SmackDown and Raw, all just are one fucking place. I saw something online that says with, I think USA is picking up the NHL or some shit to where they play on Wednesday, so NXT has to move to a different night.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Yeah, a lot of shit has happened over the last month. But one of the things that is coming up is the Royal Rumble.
Who's your picks for the Rumble this year?
Whoa, let's go through our predictions and find out.
Oh, okay.
Because I know you're ready.
No, I'm not.
Fuck yeah, you are. All right, so Sasha Banks is taking on Carmella for the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Who do you think is going to win?
I want Carmella to win, but I know Sasha's going to win.
Why do you want Carmella to win?
Because I hate Sasha.
Why do you hate Sasha?
Always have, always will.
Is it because...
I hate her gimmick, I hate her look, nothing against her personally. She's a great wrestler, like I said, I just don't like her.
Is it because Mella's money and Sasha's not?
No. Because I think Carmella's gimmick's kind of dumb, too.
Yeah, they're all goofy. What about Asuka and Charlotte versus Nia and Baszler?
Asuka and Charlotte.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Even going into the WrestleMania, huh?
Yeah, I think they're going to keep it for a while. They're putting it on Baszler and Nia when it makes sense.
Okay. I picked Sasha to win. I also picked
because who else would they put up against them to beat them?
Ooh, Raquel Gonzalez and what the fuck's her name?
Dakota Kai?
Yes. Because, I mean, that title is technically supposed to be defended on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, so why not have an NXT team win that title? You know?
Yeah, but, I mean, I could see them having matches, but I don't think they would strap them.
I would think so. Raquel Gonzalez, I honestly believe, is the next China of WWE. I mean, she beat Rhea Ripley in that Last Man Standing match. I mean, that gave her some fucking credit. Dakota Kai's a pretty good championship, too. I would like to see them face Baszler and Nia, though, not Charlotte and Asuka. Like, if Nia and Baszler were to win tonight because of a screw-up between Charlotte and Asuka that led to a Charlotte-Asuka match at WrestleMania, and you put Gonzalez and Dakota Kai as the winners of the Dusty Road Cup and put them in a match at WrestleMania versus Nia and Baszler, and then they win, I think that'd be cool. I'm calling that, by the way. That's my prediction. So if it happens, I assume I'm going to get a royalty check from WWE. Either that I'm going to get abducted by somebody like, how did you know? Did you pick Carmella? Did you pick Sasha?
Sasha.
Okay. And you want Asuka and Charlotte?
Yeah.
Okay. I picked Sasha. I picked Asuka and Charlotte too. So.
But then why are you questioning me?
Because I remember you saying you want Carmella, so I put Carmella by mistake. Roman Reigns or Kevin Owens? I put Reigns, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. Like, I told you earlier, I think...
I would love for Owens to win.
I would love for Owens to win, but I know he's not.
Yeah.
So, Roman.
Alright. It's not going to be much of a fucking challenge, is this? Drew versus Goldberg.
Drew. Hopefully think, oh my god, if Goldberg fucking wins, I swear to god. Why does he keep coming back? Like, I don't understand. He's in the Hall of Fame now, right?
Yeah. So is Edge.
Well, yeah, but Edge is Edge. He's fucking awesome. Goldberg's just Goldberg.
Yeah.
You know how his matches go? Clothesline, jackhammer, punch.
You mean like his WrestleMania match last year, which was spear, power slam, pin. Yeah. That was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you were here when we did the Royal Rumble predictions last year. So
I should have been.
So you know how we do this.
I don't remember though. It's been a year. I don't remember. If I was here, I was very new.
Okay, so this is how we normally do it. You pick one that's logical, and then you pick a dark horse. So it gives you 2 chances to win the Rumble. So somebody who...
Has either of you actually guessed right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I picked... Actually, I picked Drew for last year, and obviously he won. But I think he was my dark horse, because I think I was going to go with Brock. But Drew was my dark horse. And then the year before, I think DJ picked Seth. Yeah, usually comes out good. So somebody that's obvious to win is somebody who you like to think would win. That would be like an upset, like a dark horse kind of. So like for me, so for the women's, I picked Bayley to win, but Becky's my dark horse because she's not announced for it, but if she comes back, she could win it. So, kind of like that. What say you?
Was that all the matches?
Well, no.
Oh.
Well, yeah, those are the only matches. Now we're on the Rumbles. I told you there's only 6 matches, including the Rumbles.
Okay, yeah, because the Rumbles take about an hour each.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I can't think, like...
Well, let's think about who's been announced into it already. So, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Bianca Belair, Charlotte,
Do you want me to pull up the list?
You can pull it up. That's fine. I think Natty, Lacey Evans.
By the way, whole thing with that, stupid.
What, you mean Lacey falling in love with Charlotte's dad? Come on. It worked great with Tori Dawn Marie and Tori's dad. It worked great with Stephanie Triss and Vince McMahon. Why wouldn't it work a third time around? Oh, I think, it is fucking weird.
It's stupid.
It's fucking weird.
No, I don't want to stream it. I want to know who's in it.
You know, it's not weird though. Checking out the audio books that Audible has available for you.
Can I continue with that while I look
God
this
damn
up?
it. Oh yeah, that's true, Travis. Thanks, Dally. Guys, if you haven't had a chance yet, make sure you go to audibletrial.com/freaknet. Get yourself a 30-day free trial of Audible, plus a credit to your first book purchase. Now, if you recall me telling you a while back, over there on this freaking show that I host along with my stepbrother, Cartoon Joe, we're starting a Freaknet book club, or we call it the Effin' Book Club. This time around, we're going to be doing the Phantom Toll Booth. So if you guys would like to be part of the book club, and you'd like to check out the Phantom Toll Booth, you can get it for absolutely free during your 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/freaknet. How you doing over there?
Good. You done?
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, we were doing the men's or the women's?
Don't matter, pick one. Well, we were doing the women's.
Okay, so
this show's also brought to you by ballwash.com. Yeah. Why don't you tell them about Ball Wash?
No, I
you don't want to?
I don't do that.
Okay. Guys, if you want to feel clean, you want to take care of your hygiene, go to ballwash.com. They'll take care of you with all their products from head to toe, from hole to pole. From shampoos, conditioners, body rubs, body washes, nut rubs. They got a lotion that goes on but dries as a powder. They got quickie wipes for your on-the-go kind of needs. But they also got boxers. They got traveling packs. And if you don't want to buy individual products, you could also pick up the gift boxes and the subscription that they have there as well. All you got to do is go to ballwash.com, put in the code FREAKNET, and it'll save you 15% on your entire order. That's right, guys. Get the funk out of your junk. And you'll never feel cleaner when you're scrubbing your wiener with ballwash.com. Okay, we're good now.
I think there's a couple mentions on the pre-show too.
Oh, really?
Bobby Lashley versus Matt Riddle.
Oh shit, that's right. Well, hold on a second. Let me throw that on the list here so we remember those. We gotta do some predictions on that. Let's see here. I forgot Lashley and Riddle. Okay, so Lashley versus Riddle. I'm gonna go Riddle.
Me too. I'm gonna go with Riddle because they've kind of been season on a breakup between the Hurt Business.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a Cedric problem. Cedric's gonna fuck it up. Anyways, go ahead. Okay, what's the next one?
Big E versus Sammy.
Ooh, IC title?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Big E.
Me too.
Okay.
I think that's just.
I wonder if they're gonna do a Xavier Woods Retribution kind of match. Probably not, right?
I don't think you're. Wait, what?
Big Xavier Woods versus Retribution. Remember, like, when they've been having those feuds over the last couple weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think Retribution's kind of going over as well as they had planned them to. I kind of forgot about them, to be honest.
Oh, is that the only pre-show matches?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, cool. Women's Royal Rumble.
Okay, right now, there's 18 to be TBAs. So right now, Nia, Charlotte, Bayley, Bianca, Mandy, Dana Brooke, Peyton Royce, Shayna Baszler, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, and Ruby Riott, and Tamina.
Yeah, see, Bianca would be a good pick, too.
I think last year she was like one of the with one of the women with the most eliminations.
I think she is. I think because the first Royal Rumble was what, 2019, right? First Women's Royal Rumble was 2019.
This is the fourth one.
There's no way it's the fourth one.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yes.
Okay, name the 4 winners. Because I know of 3.
Asuka.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
And
Becky.
Yeah, so this is the fourth one.
I know in the first one. Whatever. I know in the first one, I think Michelle McCool had the most eliminations. I think Bianca beat that. So I think she has the most eliminations. I think that was from last year's Royal Rumble. But I need your predictions on who you think is going to win and who's your dark horse option.
For the women's?
Yep.
I don't know. None of these women that they have named would make any sense.
Well, here's the thing, Dally. We have picked the exact same winners for every single match, so these are going to be the ones that decide who's going to win this pay-per-view.
Well, neither of us are going to win. Watch.
Well, if Bayley or Becky wins the Women's Royal Rumble, then yeah, I could if you pick wrong.
I don't think they're going to give it to Bayley. Bayley's not really... They kind of freaking pushed her aside and
I think they would love to see a Sasha Bayley WrestleMania match.
They've already had so many matches.
Oh god, they did kind of have that Hell in a Cell blow off, didn't they? Oh shit, no, I'm second guessing myself. I don't think Bianca would get it though. But I mean, they did give it to Asuka.
But Asuka was way over for a long time before the Rumble even came around.
Yeah, but oh god, fuck it. They won't give it. I don't think they'd be dumb to give it to Charlotte right now. Give me that list of people who are in it now. You can just read it.
Nia, Charlotte, Bayley, Bianca Belair, yep. Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Peyton Royce, Shayna Baszler, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, and Tamina. But they didn't name Natalia or any of them.
Oh god.
Lacey Evans or any of them. Unless this isn't updated. I don't know.
The fucking Bella Twins show up.
They won't.
No, I don't know. I heard Nikki and her fiance is in therapy. Heard he has an attitude issue, but that's not this kind of podcast. Alright, I'm going to change Bayley to Bianca Belair. Nope, no, I'm not going to, because I think Bayley and Bianca are going to have a blow-off match at WrestleMania. Oh, fuck, I don't know what to do. You know what, okay, I'm going to change this. I'm going to say Alexa Bliss wins. I'm going to go Alexa Bliss as my obvious, and I'm going to go with Becky as my dark horse. Okay.
Becky is not going to be there.
We don't know that.
It's too soon after having a baby to go into a wrestling ring.
Well, that sounds like a lot of quit to me.
It's way too early. I mean, it would be cool if she did, but...
How about instead of bad-mouthing my picks, you give me at least one person?
I'm looking at their Instagram to see who they are.
You're looking at dudes right now. What the fuck are dudes going to do?
I'm looking at WWE's Instagram to see
For
if they...
what?
To see...
This isn't research time, kid. This is the fucking show. Okay, fine. How about
no,
Go on. Look at Instagram. Go on, look at Instagram. I'll sit here and wait. That's fine. Absolutely. I got all the time in the world.
Would you listen to me?
I'm listening.
They post...
Oh,
they post on the Instagram who was entered into the Royal Rumble. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, please. Take your time.
Don't judge me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is no help whatsoever.
Oh, no shit. Guys, my Daily's over here cracking our time with research during the podcast we're recording. I just want to remind you guys that we do have a Patreon that we have available to you guys at patreon.com/JFW podcast. If you'd be so kind, please sign up for that. We have tiers, everything from $1 a month all the way up to $20 a month. Every tier gets you an amazing gift. We've been kind of lackluster on the Patreon and doing stuff. But if we start getting more subscribers to the Patreon and start getting more people involved in it, then we can definitely focus on doing more there. One of the key things I would like to do for Patreon, as we mentioned earlier, the interviews with the independent wrestlers. I think when we do the interviews, We will do the interview for as long as we can. Draw it out. I don't care if it's an hour, 2 hours, blah, blah. But anything over an hour in the interview will be released to Patreon only. So you may get an hour's worth of interview here on the JFW that is going to be released for free. But there may be more personal, more behind the scene, more Q&A stuff that you may not get free that you will find only on Patreon. So again, patreon.com/JFW podcast. Sign up for it. It's as easy as paying $1 a month to help out the show. If you want to be a sponsor or get plugged weekly on our show, you can also sign up for the $20 sponsorship tier as well. So again, it's patreon.com/JFW podcast. Sign up today, and every dollar does help goes to the podcast to make us bigger, better, and help us build more content for you guys. Welcome back, Dally. Way to still be here.
Okay, you ready for my picks?
I've been ready for about 10 minutes now.
Okay, my dark horse pick's Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
And my pick from what I've read of who's in it, I'm gonna go with Alexa, I guess. Wouldn't make sense, but I can't think of anyone else that they would.
Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea Ripley would be a good choice if, like, Charlotte
was champion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, men's. Why don't you give me that list? Because I have I think, gonna win, but my dark horse, I haven't really decided. Oh, wait, I do have my dark horse. But go ahead and give the list.
Randy Orton, Big E, Daniel Bryan, Bobby Lashley, The Miz, John Morrison, Jey Uso, AJ Styles, Sheamus, Shinsuke Nakamura, Otis, Cesaro, Jeff Hardy, Mustafa Ali, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Edge.
Okay.
And 13 unknown.
I'm picking AJ, but I'm dark horsing Edge. Well, who you got?
I was picking Edge for my dark horse, too.
That's fine. Who are you picking for your winner?
DB. Daniel Bryan.
God, good for you.
I don't know. But, like I said, I did have that slight thought that maybe Brock will come back.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll win and then go on to face Roman as a baby.
So do you want Edge to be a dark horse? Or you want Brock Lesnar?
No, I'm keeping Edge.
Okay.
Because I don't like Brock Lesnar. I just was thinking that.
So the only way either one of us could win this pay-per-view is if Rhea Ripley or Daniel Bryan wins the fucking Royal Rumble for you, or Becky Lynch or AJ Styles wins it for me.
We'll just be completely off, like way off.
My guess is it's going to be fucking, like you're gonna win the women's, and I'm gonna win the men's. That's what I'm thinking. I think Rhea Ripley could win it. I think it'd be great, and maybe that's what it was. Maybe they're holding off on pushing her to the main roster to give her that like win. So who knows? Maybe Rhea Ripley wins women's and fucking AJ wins the men's. I think AJ deserves to have that championship or that Royal Rumble win under his belt, and I think he'd have a great match with Drew at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
All right, let's close out the show with some fan theories and fucking statements and shit. And I just want to get your view and opinions on these.
Oh, did you say that you thought Seth was coming back for the Rumble?
I think that can happen too. Yeah, that's one of the things on here. So I'm just gonna read you some fan shit. You just give me your theories on it. Lashley could not beat Ahmed Johnson. That was stated on Real Wrestling Fans Facebook page. Lashley could not beat Ahmed Johnson. Give me your thoughts on that. Do you know who Ahmed Johnson is?
I've heard of him. I don't know who he is.
He's the guy who was in the Nation of Domination, got kicked out of Nation of Domination. He wore 2 sets of knee pads, one on his knees, one on his thighs. He got mouth-to-mouth by Goldust. No? He eliminated himself from the Royal Rumble, chasing Farouk back to the backstage. No? Okay. Bill Goldberg recently spoke out and named the 4 stars he sees as the future of WWE. Goldberg believes Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, Keith Lee, and Finn Balor are the guys to lead WWE. This is a pretty solid list. If you ask us, what would you subtract or add? Sound off below. Tell me your thought on that list.
Who was the guys?
Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, Keith Lee, Finn Balor. Who would you replace in that list, or is that a solid list that you agree with?
I mean, it's a good list.
Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely add to the list.
Well, if you add, you got to take away.
What? I can't add. I can only take away. It can only be 4 people.
You have to. Yeah, it has to be 4. So if you add somebody, you got to take away somebody. Who do you agree with 100%?
Finn.
Okay.
Drew.
Yep. Keith Lee and Ricochet.
Like, I don't know. Like, Ricochet is really good.
Who would you want to add?
AJ. Well, he's
almost
towards the end.
His career.
Yeah.
See, that was my thinking. I was like, I would add AJ, but I think AJ only's got a couple more years and he's calling it. But Adam Cole, fucking Karrion Kross.
Who?
Karrion Kross.
No, before that. You said Adam Cole.
Yeah, Adam Cole.
Adam Cole,
baby.
Okay, yeah, that one. For some reason, I thought you said Michael Cole.
Yeah, the commentator. The fucking commentator is the future of the...
I was so
God damn it.
I thought you said Michael Cole.
Adam Cole. No? Okay.
Oh my
god. What about, who else is out there now that's kind of, I mean, Roman, technically, right? But see, that's the thing. Like, he's talking about, like, the future of WWE. I mean, like, Drew McIntyre's up there in years, too.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
Even Finn Balor. Do you know what I mean?
Finn Balor's in his, like, mid-30s.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, how far in the future is fucking Goldberg fucking talking about?
I don't know, the next 5-10 years.
Right? I would take Keith Lee off just because I'm not completely sold on Keith Lee yet. I mean, ever since coming to Raw, it's just kind of eh. But AJ I'd love to put on there, but like I said, he's almost done.
Mm-hmm.
So Adam Cole, Karrion Kross, I mean, the NXT guys. I don't think there's anyone really on the roster right now that I would want to kind of see, like, maybe get pushed forward and shit that hasn't had, like, already, like, a decade and a half of fucking...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like the top wrestlers right now, I mean, they're already, like, halfway through their career or more.
Yeah.
So it's hard to kind of...
Mm-hmm.
There's not that many really young guys that are notable right now.
I remember Ricochet wrestling when I was putting the ring together for Elite Pro Wrestling. You know? Same thing with Mustafa, because apparently that's how you pronounce it. Mustafa Ali. Trust me, that's how you pronounce it. That's how to pronounce it.
Mustafa?
Mustafa.
Not Mustafa.
Nope, it's not Mustafa. It's Mustafa. Which I thought the commentators were saying it wrong, but no, he fucking said his own name. Mustafa.
That's weird.
Yeah. It's almost like that Jim Carrey Shikaka from Ace Ventura when Nature Calls. Shikaka.
Oh, God.
Alright, so you're not going to replace anybody?
Like I said, like any of the guys that I'm thinking of, they're around the same age.
What about women?
So,
Who are the top 4 women of the future WWE? Is it the 4 horsewomen, or is it somebody different? Give me 4 outside of Charlotte, Bayley, Sasha, and...
I'd have to?
Yes. Outside of
That's
the 4 horsewomen. You got Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Lacey Evans, Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, Shotzi Blackheart, Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm, Io Shirai. Asuka's kind of up there in years. I mean, she's fucking nearly 40.
Yeah.
Natalia's kind of at the end of her career. I wouldn't mind seeing Tamina win the title at least once in her career. There's a lot of women out there. You couldn't give me just 4?
The future?
Yeah.
Definitely Rhea.
Yeah. Toni Storm. Io Shirai's got to be on there. She's fucking amazing.
Yeah. But, like, I would hate to, like, name NXT girls. I mean, I know that they're starting NXT too, but, like, there's people also on Raw and SmackDown that also don't get the credit that
Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan. Ruby Riott,
yeah.
Mandy Rose, Dana Brooks. Well, Dana Brooks is kind of like,
she's kind of a powerhouse. Not really.
Sonya Deville's like kind of doing backstage stuff right now, so I wouldn't.
Is she
really
like back?
She's back as like, I don't know. She's like an assistant to what's that fucking guy's name? Adam Pierce. So can't give me 4 women, huh?
No, I don't know. There's too many of them. A lot of them are good.
Can you give me one?
I said Rhea.
Okay, give me one more.
Shotzi.
Give me one more.
Candice LeRae.
Okay, give me one more.
Bianca.
See, you gave me 4. Look at that. Good for
I
you.
felt pressured.
All right, Seth Rollins wins the Royal Rumble, comes back as a face and faces Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
I wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen, though.
Do you know what mumble rap is?
Mumble rap?
Yeah.
No.
Some guy put AEW as the mumble rap of the wrestling community. I don't know what it is. I was going to ask DJ, but AEW is built on the buddy system. I mean that's what AEW is. Everybody and their brother getting their friends and their buddies a payday. What do you make of this? This was from, I believe Vince Russo said this. So AEW is just basically built around people getting their friends jobs. Makes sense.
I mean, what's wrong with that, though?
A lot. I mean, they're not good. They're just in there because they know somebody.
But who's not good?
I don't know. A lot of them I just don't really like. They're lackluster. What the fuck is there? Well, one guy's name. He used to be fucking Gabriel in WWE.
Who?
Used to be Justin Gabriel in WWE. Now he's something else in AEW. He's the one that botched his fucking debut spot in that fucking Battle Royal. Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy I'm not a big fan of. I think that's just corny. The whole fucking faction, the Dark Order I'm not a big fan of. I think that's kind of goofy too. Butcher and Blade I do like. FTR I like. MJF I think is cool. I'm not a big fan of their TNT champion.
Darby Allin?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him. Why do I have a feeling that The Fiend and Alexa Bliss are going to both win the Royal Rumble? Am I crazy to think that? Fiend could come back.
Yeah, because he hasn't been seen since the Inferno match, right?
Yeah.
So if he came back in the Rumble, I mean, that could happen.
Right. Really nice match against Drew, but at the same time...
But didn't he already face Drew? Before?
Oh no, I don't think so.
I don't remember.
But I think The Fiend doesn't win because The Fiend has to face Randy Orton at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman once said, which I believe this was on Talking Smack a couple weeks ago, there's only one man right now who has a hope of stopping Roman. A hope of stopping him, and that's Roman Reigns. He's talking about Cesaro. Which is why that match could be the headline of WrestleMania this year when Roman Reigns puts down Kevin Owens next week. And if Cesaro, who has a very good chance of winning the Royal Rumble, does just that. So your thoughts on Cesaro winning the Royal Rumble?
He's definitely like someone that's definitely really underrated when it comes to being pushed and all that. Like, he's a very, very great wrestler, and he's a powerhouse too. He's one of the strongest technical wrestlers in the business.
Yeah.
I would love to see him have a shot for sure. I don't know if for business that's what they would do though.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I kind of agree with that. Like, I think Cesaro deserved it back in the day, but now it's just kind of passed by. All right, tell me who, throughout the entire career of Royal Rumble, your favorite winner and your least favorite winner.
What are we talking here? The men's?
All of them. Don't matter. Men's, women's, whatever. Who's your favorite winner of any Royal Rumble and who's your least favorite?
Okay, well, this is going in my lifetime, because before my lifetime, I don't remember. But
yeah, but you could watch an old, Royal Rumble. I mean, you could watch the first Royal Rumble with Hacksaw Jim Duggan winning, which was aired on public television, live TV. Where the fuck it was? I think it was on like TBS. I don't fucking know. NBC. Oh, all-time favorite, all-time least favorite winners.
I'm gonna have to say one of my favorites experiencing him was probably Edge.
Okay.
Least favorite, Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, and what was that, like 40-man, 50-man?
That was probably the 40 one, I think. Yeah, I was really disappointed in that win, honestly, from what I can remember.
I think my favorite one was Stone Cold Steve Austin when he got thrown out, snuck back in, and then won his first Royal Rumble. I think my least favorite was when Bret Hart and Lex Luger became co-winners of the Royal Rumble. Because when that shit happened with Batista and John Cena, they started the match over. But also, I was watching, I think it was the 92 Royal Rumble. Where, no, I think it was 96. Yeah, it was 96 when Vader threw everyone out of the ring after getting eliminated. And everyone he threw out was okay to come back in. But in the 92 Royal Rumble, Hulk Hogan was pulling Vicious out of the ring while Flair was helping to get him out. And that didn't count. But even nowadays, if you get thrown out even by somebody who got eliminated,
you're out.
You're out. So the rules are kind of goofy. But I wasn't a big fan of the dual champions because it made no fucking sense. Like, why do you need to have two people win the fucking Royal Rumble? But, yeah.
I don't really have a complaint on the women's. They have had decent winners the past 4 years.
Yeah, all three of them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God. Is there anything else we got to add?
I don't know.
No.
Did you get over everything that you wanted to?
Well, I plugged Ball Watch, we plugged Audible, we plugged TeePublic, we plugged Patreon. I told everyone where they could find the shows on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Amazon Music, just by searching JFW, Just Freakin' Wrestling. Catch the video format of it on YouTube, just by searching Just Freakin' Wrestling. Like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when the next show will drop. We talked about the predictions for Royal Rumble. We talked about some of the feedback and responses to some people on the Real Wrestling fan page, get their views and perspectives and our views on it. We talked about SCW. Mm-hmm. We did. Tell them that you want Travesty to be the president of SCW because maybe it's time for some change. Obviously, I'm doing some. I have some great ideas enough for WWE to steal them from me. So why not just give SCW a shot too?
Yeah. Go like Southland Championship Wrestling on Facebook. You know, give them your feedback. Send them a message. Make a post. Tag them in it. You have a thought on who you want to be president. Let your voice be heard.
Tell me you want Travesty. We need Travesty for SCW. Why the fuck not? JFW is SCW. Just saying. Or
you're not. You weren't even at the last show.
I had to work. Fucking have a job to pay bills. That's why SCW.
Okay, but how are you gonna? If you become president, you can't miss a show though.
Well, when they have shows,
you don't want to be a sentinel.
When I become president, I can schedule the shows around my work schedule. That's how it is. That's what president does, right? Gets to determine when the shows are. Just saying.
Okay.
Yeah. And if not, I'll just fucking you or Dizzle J could proctor for me. I'll give you a list of matches. Let's go out and do your shit.
We can just step in for you.
Yeah.
Travesty said.
Yeah, see, Travesty ain't here. Tell you what, you give a laptop, and I'll just fucking send you shit.
And I quote.
Right? Right? Why not? Fucking Adam Cole read from it. Oh, God. Guys, make sure you follow us on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter just by searching Just Freakin' Wrestling, the JFW Podcast. Make sure you search Just Freakin' Wrestling when you're searching JFW Podcast because apparently some Jagoffs decided to run with it too. But it's okay. They haven't put a show on in like fucking 2 months. Even though we're like a month and a half, it still don't fucking matter. We're still better. We've been here almost 4 years now. In June, it'll be 4 years. Crushing it. Cool, that's all I got.
Well, I guess it's time to ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect! As always, I am Travis.
I'm Dally.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freakin' Wrestling, the JFW podcast.